Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, wow. That is awesome. I'm slightly obsessed lately with making these geode coasters, and I want to make a set of 4 now, matching, and I want to do the crackle effect. I need these clean. This is a set of 4 that I got on Amazon a while back. I don't think that these particular ones are still offered, but I know that Let's Resin has a set of geode coasters. So these are not these are not Let's Resin, but Let's Resin has them. So I will put a link to the ones that Let's Resin has on their on Amazon. And we're going to do a crackle. I already have about 100 milliliters mixed up. Each one of these will hold 50. I measured them. So I have about 100. I need 100 milliliters more. I'm going to go ahead and mix up more. I'm going to go ahead and use my Let's Resin leveling table that is already calibrated for this particular spot on my workspace. And I check it by the bubble, but then I'm also going to check it with my level. Just OCD, whatever. So I am using the Let's Resin UV resistant epoxy, mixing up 200 milliliters, and I'm just going to fast forward you all through this boring process. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and toss this stick. I usually wipe it off and reuse it, but I think it's about had it. All right. And to mix my colors, I am going to use these little silicone cups that I just love because I can use them over and over again. This one's a little bit stained, but I still can probably get a good use out of it. And let's see, what am I going to do? I'm going to split my resin off pretty equally. I'm going to do 3 colors. I'm going to show you in a minute. Now, I know I'm not wearing gloves, but I'm not touching the resin, okay? I'm not I mean, I could accidentally touch the resin, but I have some slight sensory issues, so wearing gloves and socks, even socks, it really bothers me sometimes. So that's why I am not wearing gloves today. All right, so in these 3 cups, this is where I'm going to mix my colors. I have this Yankee candle, it's Beach Escape, and I love this color. It's kind of I don't know, it's a seafoam, kind of a seafoam green. I don't know why. I'm just really kind of obsessed with it. So that's what I want to try to recreate. And these Let's Resin pigments that they sent to me, I'm going to use that to try to get that green color. It's almost identical. Look at that. I want to try and see if this will crackle, but I'm going to have to add a lot. And I did add that's probably 20 drops. I did use this color on another project, and it was, this is mainly for molds and coasters. I had it on a wine glass, and it's just not, it's not pigmented enough, I think, for a wine glass. It needs to be a thicker pour. Even though these are the opaque pigments on a wine glass, it just wasn't deep enough. And I don't want to add too much of the pigment because that's not good either. For adding too much can cause your resin not to cure. So it's about a 10% ratio, I think. So I'm going to use the Ocean White resin pigment. This is what I use for Ocean Waves. Add quite a bit. That's probably going to be equal to 6 drops. I need another stick. And then I want one more color. I don't know. This is the case resin, liquid resin dye in turquoise that I'm almost out, I think. And I am a KS Resin affiliate. I add 3 drops. Look at how pretty that is. Oh my. So you can use my discount code in the description below. Gives you 10% off anything in KS Resin's website. This is probably my favorite blue pigment. I mean, just look at that. That's just amazing. Okay. All right. So in what order? Put these down here. And I have this little bit of white. That I think I want to kind of grease the way here around the edge. I hope you can see all these. I think you can. You can. Here we go. Might use this a little bit in the center. Just trying to get my edges. This is kind of like greasing the pan when you're baking cookies or baking muffins. It's going to give our colored resin something to really bite onto. These bigger ones, these 2 bigger ones may hold it a little bit more. I'm not sure. I'm going to start off with this blue. Now green. Now the white. It's our, woo! I just had a big old mess. It's already crackling or starting to bloom a little bit right there. Ran out of that blue, the seafoam blue, but I have some of this left. Okay. And now I'm going to put a little bit of clear in the middle because I really want that color to push out. I'm getting really, really close to this being full. I think I need to mix up a little bit more. All right, I think I might have made a mistake not putting the colored resin around the edge first and only using the clear. I think that's where I've made a mistake, and obviously that little mistake there, but there it's already crackling. And I don't want to I don't want to do anything that's going to stop the reaction we're already getting. But I want to test something here real quick. While I still can, I'm just going to test this on one. I'm going to put some alcohol ink. Oh gosh. Just along this edge here and see what happens. See what that does. Because I really did not want, I'm going to go ahead and put it along this whole edge. Let's just see what happens. Because my main reason was I didn't want a clear edge. I want a colored edge. That is pretty wicked. And I wonder what that's going to do to our crackle. It may totally ruin it, or it may turn out to be really cool. That is already pretty wicked right now. I don't know what to do. I think I want to leave these alone because this one's really starting to blooming out well. And this one too. Oh, all right, we're gonna find out. Oh my gosh. I am so excited about these coasters. Oh my gosh. All right, let's do this first one. Look, look at the pattern from the bottom side, the side that I poured. Oh my goodness. These little molds are really nice too. I haven't used them that much. I bought them and then just never used them until recently. Nice thick edge. Are we ready? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I almost like this side better, but I mean, that's definitely a crackle. The white has taken over though, but it's just like broken ice. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, wow. Maybe this one I didn't have as much of the clear in the center. That is awesome. Oh, I really like that one. I don't even need to do a top coat. I overfilled these molds just a little bit when I was pouring, so there's no edge, no rough edge at all. Little drip there. I probably did overfill this one a little bit too much. It's got a nice rolled edge on it. Nice and even. Oh, look at that. It don't even, yeah, you know, I didn't have what I thought. I didn't have enough color around the edge, but it filled in very nicely. But I almost like this side better. But what makes these coasters so great is that you can use either side. Like each side is equally gorgeous. All right, this is the one I'm most nervous about. I did overfill it. I don't think this table is level. So this is the one I'm most nervous about because I added the alcohol ink on top. Are we ready? Okay. So it didn't sink, it bloomed on this side, and that's fine. I was really worried about that. I was worried that the ink would somehow impact the crackle, but it didn't. So my next crackle, or my latest crackle, should say, I really, really, really love this technique. I really love it. But I think, for me, I love this side better. This is the side that I like on all these. The crackle side, the white, I think, is just too much. So I need to use either less white because the white is thicker, it's going to sink, maybe. So I need to work on that. I'm going to play around a little bit more with that. But I love it. I love it. The table makes these nice and even. The edge is nice and even. And if I had had this on my tabletop, these would have been all wonky and all over the place. So this leveling table is a godsend for me. All right, which one is your favorite? The crackle side or the pour side? These look more like stone, like a natural slice of agate. And I think that's why I like it so much. I really, really like this side. All right, make it a crafty day, friends. Bye.